Okay, we're inside the Church of St. Mary Major. In other words, the major church dedicated to Santa Maria. So it's called Santa Maria Maggiore. And John will give us a little description of the interior, the beautiful mosaics, and the coffered ceiling.
So here we're looking down the nave of the church. This is one of the few churches in Rome that still retain its basilical shape from around the year 400. Actually, most of the mosaic decorations that you see around the archway and beyond the altar, and also the scenes above the side aisles, all of those mosaics date from around 435, because this church was rededicated to Mary after the Great Council, which finally defined as doctrine that Mary was to be called Mother of God. And so that's why that's the time when it received all these mosaic decorations.
The side aisles are filled with memorials and burial commemorations to various famous people. Beautiful statue of Mary, Mother of Peace. So well preserved.
They're Old Testament.
Oh, we're approaching the sanctuary and the baldacchino. This church is connected by a road to St. John Lateran. We were here once on the feast of Corpus Christi, and the procession the Pope led was from here to John Lateran down the Merlano. People have gathered once again, touring and enjoying the magnificent beauty of this church. Right over the altar in the sanctuary is the image of the Dormition, Mary falling asleep around the apostles, otherwise called the Assumption. The baldacchino is highlighted with the crown and keys of Peter. Stories in the life of Christ around the entrance into the sanctuary, shaped like a triumphal arch in a sense. Okay, as we approach the sanctuary, people are gathered here as we look down to the crypt, which contains the crib of Bambino Gesù, or baby Jesus, and their main altar, statue of Pope kneeling in adoration. Again, this is papal church, so the Pope is the only one who says Mass, or one of his emissaries. Beautiful mosaic, and the apse of Mary being crowned by Jesus. Right below that is the Dormition. Mosaics on the side picture the lambs around the heavenly Jerusalem. And stories of the life of Mary and Jesus. Discovery of Mary, and Joseph discovers Jesus in the temple. Jesus teaching. We are in the Church of St. Mary Major, Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome. And the story that John told us outside is depicted on one of the walls. So we're going to go find that mosaic of the dream of the Pope. And it's up here, sculpted over the altar of the Blessed Sacrament and the altar of Mary, Mother of the Church. Right above it is the altar. We have the relief in bronze of the Pope tracing with a trowel on the snow the shape of the church, this church, St. Mary Major. And therefore, it was built. Heavily Baroque. As you look into the dome over the altar of the Blessed Sacrament, giving light to the whole chapel, we see stories that are scriptural and historic. Patrons of the church, King Eugene, Melchizedek, evangelists, and of course Mary, Mother of the Church. We're in the Church of St. Mary Major in Rome.